Coach. All right, Coach. Just talk about how your team is, just confidence-wise going into Marshall.
They're doing good. As confident as you can be. We know it's going to be a very competitive game. Expecting to go up there against Marshall. It's supposed to rain, and it's homecoming for them and all that. But I think our guys are in the right mindset. They got the jaw set, ready to play football.
I know they got a couple of good linebackers, or like kind of top 10 in tackles. What do you kind of see from them defensively, just in terms of their front seven and their linebackers and everything?
Well, I think they play their scheme very well. Their linebackers and their defense as a whole is very physical, very fast. We'll have to play a really good game offensively, but expecting us to go up there and be able to perform.
I know that you mentioned that the idea of playing Marshall alone is enough to really motivate these guys, and you prepare them each week. But has there been maybe an extra edge about them just knowing, like, hey, this is that game, and the game that everybody really looks forward to in that conference, or has it just sort of been status quo?
Well, I think two good football teams playing, and you're getting down the stretch in conference play, and every conference game is critical. So that's a big motivator for our guys. And we've had great history with Marshall. They've always been competitive games, and so I think those combination of things, that's what really gets our guys going. But right now you're hitting a stretch, so every conference game our guys are really excited to play that one.
Go ahead.
How have you kept your team kind of focused, right mindset with, like, obviously the rivalry, homecoming, and all that stuff? A lot of emotion heading into this game.
Well, I think just our practice every week of what we do, the same things every week. I think the guys understand the routine. They've been in some hostile environments. They go down to FAU and get a big win there. You go to Old Dominion, you get a win. So I feel good about they'll respond the correct way up at Marshall. We just got to be ready to get after it. With it being homecoming and those kind of things, Marshall will be ready to play, and we got to match their execution.
The last two games, they've been able to get, I think it's 15 sacks or so in the last two. I mean, you guys have faced a lot of different kinds of good edge rushers in this conference. I mean, are you seeing sort of the same style of guys, or are they presenting different schemes each week, or different attacks that you have to prepare differently for?
Some teams have done some different things. I think this is a more conventional defense, and that they are a big pressure defense. They bring a lot of different pressures. But all their guys on defense are very physical, very fast. Their front four really gets after it. They get a lot of push. Offensive line is going to have great protection for Ty all day. It's going to be a challenging game. But to answer your question, I think they're more a talented bunch that just plays their defense. They play it well, and it doesn't matter who they play.
I think offensively, last week 30-plus points to get a win. This week kind of that next step forward for the offense, you think, overall?
Yeah, I'd like to. I think it's another one of those games. You go into the game, you hope 30-plus is the number again. You hope you do that, and that's really our mindset. And we want to offensively build every week, be better every single week. So that's the challenge for us this week on offense, is be better than we were last week.
You mentioned a couple of weeks ago you're kind of letting Ty do some audibles, do some more of that. Is that trend continuing?
Yeah, we're getting a little more and more confidence. I think he's confident in what we're trying to do. And we handle some things for him as well. But, some of the things that we can't control, that he needs to control, we give him the ability to make those checks.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.